so today's video is going to be a just chit chat, get ready with me using the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I still have one more shade to test out in this palette, so I figured just to film while I was doing a look with this. I'm going to do more of like a berry tone look today because I am wearing my strawberry shirt and I love doing berry toned looks when I wear this shirt. So I'm just going to start with my concealer. I'm just going to conceal today because I'm just going to my boyfriend's house, so I don't really want to use foundation today. So I'm just going to lightly conceal on my eyes. Kind of put too much on my lid, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put it on the rest of my face. I'm just using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Also because I was kind of too lazy to use foundation today. I felt like I should. On the days that I see him, I don't really use, I forgot to wipe my sponge. Give me a second. I forgot to, like, grab my sponge, so now I have it. It's still, like, soaked for some reason, so let me just wring it out again, and then we'll just start blending. For some reason, this concealer kind of burns a little bit. Like, once you absorb it into your skin, like, it's totally fine. But for some reason, there's, like, I'm, like, doing this really sloppily today because I just want to blend it and get it over with, to be honest. So it's not really going to be, like, that well blended. So, how are you guys doing? I am doing better now. It's just still been hard, like, not having him here, but somehow you get used to it. It is still, like, terrible, and I miss him every day, but it is easier to talk about it now. I mean, it's been, like, I think it's only been 2 weeks. July 4th was only a week, I think, when it had happened, so it's only been about 2 weeks or so, maybe almost 3. I think this Wednesday will be 3 weeks. But yeah, we're just taking it day by day. It was just so horrible and unexpected, but we're just trying to get through every day right now. So now I'm just blending the concealer. I'm in the shade Fair. I guess I've talked about a lot of the topics that I've wanted to talk about in the videos that I'm currently filming. Oh, the one thing I really want to talk about is Gaga Cosmetics. It's called House Laboratories. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Like, I was so excited for it to finally be out. And then after I see, like, what's actually coming out, I'm just, like, kind of underwhelmed. I'm just, like, they're just, like, lipstick duos or trios or something with like a gloss, a lipstick, and like this transforming shade or whatever. It's like a topper or some shit like that. But you can only get it on Amazon.com for pre-order, and then you don't even get it till September. Like, it's just a pre-order, like July 16th or something. Wow, that is a lot of powder. That's why I love this powder though, is that it's not really too translucent. It's like super flowery. And I love that. Put a little bit more on my nose. I do like setting my nose and my T-zone with my loose powder sometimes. Depends on what I'm going for. So, you can only get it on Amazon, and it's like a pre-order on like July 16th, and then you can get it in September. Like, it doesn't really like come out until like September. But there's like no information as to whether or not it's actually going to be sold in stores. Like, Trend Mood has not said anything about the collection being sold in stores. I'm just going to spray my face a little bit while I do my eyes. I'm just going to use the Flower Beauty spray, just to add a little bit of hydration to my face. Okay, so for the crease and everything, I'm not going to use what's in here. I think I'm just going to take, should I use this color? I just feel like the shade is so orange for what I want to do today, but I feel like I still kind of want to use it. We're just going to go for it. I'm just crazy sometimes, but I'm going to use my other brush since this one is clean. Then at least I'm not going to pick up any other color if I decide to use this. So I'm going to go in with Morning, and I'm just going to run that really lightly through my crease. This shade is probably not even going to, like, do much anyway because I'm going to go over it with another shade anyway, so yeah. I'm actually kind of afraid since I'm putting this shade on that it might make the defining shade a bit orangey and make it more red rather than pink, but whatever, I really just don't care. But this shade is like hella pigmented. But the only thing about this palette, as the more and more I actually use it, I feel like the crease shades are kind of limited if you want to do like a neutral look. I mean, I've created some beautiful looks out of this palette and I do really love it. I just feel like if you want to do something more simple for like every day, it's not as forgiving. Well, not as, why would I say that? Not forgiving. I would say it is not as like versatile because it doesn't really have, I mean, like, it doesn't really make it versatile if you, I'm just going to go in a little bit with, I cannot even speak right now. I'm just going in a little bit with Wake Up Call just to tone down that crease a little bit. Because that shade is way orange. I kind of want to go in with a matte brown just to tone it down a little. I'm just experimenting right now, but I kind of just want to mute it a little bit so it's not as orange. Because there's no like brown shade like this in this palette. So that's kind of the reason why I did that, because it's just too orange with just keeping that shade the way it was, because I kind of still want to go in with like a darker magenta-y kind of shade for the crease. Where the heck is my other brush? It'd be nice if I could actually find my brushes when I do my makeup. Like, it is incredible that I can never find anything. Alright, I'm just going to use this since this one is clean too. And I'm going to go into the shade Glory, which is this beautiful, like I went in with Morning just a tiny bit in the crease, and then I went in with Wake Up Call, so now I'm just going to go into Glory right here. It's a really beautiful matte purpley shade. Oh dang, that is so pigmented. And I'm just going to go in with that in my crease, just so we can make this look a little bit more berry toned. This is mostly the color we're going to focus on anyway. That's why I wasn't too concerned about how the crease looked, because I felt like this color would stand out more anyway. I'm already getting fallout on my face though from this color. This is why I do my eyes first usually and not my concealer. But I wanted to use my concealer as my primer today. I'm kind of throwing this on like really messily in the crease today. We don't have to make it like too defined. I just want that color to be there. But it doesn't have to be like super like defined or anything. It can just be like thrown in the crease as like that berry color. So I think that's why, even though we threw down those other shades, it kind of works still. And I kind of want the crease to be a bit messy today. So we put that on. Just want to wipe away some of that fallout. Yeah, that should be fine. So now for the lid, I actually forgot to grab my glitter primer, because no matter what look I do, regardless if I use a concealer or not for my base, like for my primer, if I use a regular primer, if I use a concealer, I always use a glitter primer for my lid shade, no matter what. So I'm going to take that. And the only reason why I'm doing something a bit more involved on camera it's just because I'm filming it. Like, I wouldn't have done this look if I wasn't filming it. Or maybe I would have, just because even though I'm off today, and this is my last Saturday off for quite a while, still want to play with makeup, because that's what I do. Because I'm crazy. I got a lot of glitter primer on my lashes, though, but thank God it doesn't really matter today. Sometimes I really think I never put enough on. I'm like hella tired today, though, because I went to sleep late again, and then I didn't really sleep that well, so yeah. Alright, so for the lid shade, we're going to go in with this shade called Poppy. This is the last shade I need to try out. It's this really beautiful, like, berry toned, shimmery shade, and I'm so excited to try it out. Oh, that is so gorgeous. This palette is, like, so amazing, you guys. What did I do to this? Did I put enough glitter primer on? Because it is not really sticking to my lid. Alright, that's better. There you go. Oh my god, that's so stunning. Oh my god, like every shade in this palette has impressed me like so much. It is literally like, cannot believe how good this palette is. I literally just spit. Thank God the mirror was you need to know that, right? Right? You really need to know that though. Like, I'm such a mess. But anyway, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick up anything from Gaga Cosmetics yet. I kind of like want to see if the brand is actually going to be sold in Sephora at some point. I wouldn't see why not, because hello, it's Lady Gaga. But I don't know if like it would have been like too much of a competing brand against like Fenty Beauty, since Fenty Beauty has like exclusive rights to Sephora. Because Fenty Beauty is only sold at Sephora, so who knows? And she has her own website. That's like the only other place you can get her stuff. So I'm hoping they'll like create a website at some point for you to buy this stuff. But also like, it kind of sucks that we can't swatch anything before we actually get it. Like, we're going to have to watch like possibly, I don't even know if anyone's receiving this stuff in PR, like, you know, YouTubers or anything. I have no idea. Like, who knows if influencers are receiving this in PR or not. I actually don't know. You know, Jeffree Star is already, like, making himself sound like he's God, saying, I need to know whether or not it's going to be Jeffree Star approved. Like, he's already saying that, he's obviously going to test it out. But I just think it's, like, annoying. He acts like he's God testing out something. Like, it only matters what his opinion is, and it just annoys the shit out of me sometimes. I'm just going to take Hear Me Out by ColourPop, one of my everyday brow bone highlights, or my only everyday brow bone highlight. I use this like every day. Love it so much. Alright, we're almost done. I'm probably going to leave pretty soon. He like had just texted me by the time I was going to sit down and do my makeup. I feel like that's how it always works. But I like this. It's like a light berry toned look. I was afraid it was going to be like too much, but I really like how this look turned out. Okay, and then for the inner corners, I feel like I want to take this shade Awakening, which is this shade right here. I used it yesterday all over my lid and it was so beautiful, but I kind of feel like taking that in my inner corners. I just don't know if it's going to be too purple. I think I'm going to take Laurel instead, just to be on the safe side. I don't want it to be like too crazy today, because this is basically all I'm doing is adding some into the inner corners, and then we're basically just going to do mascara and that's it. But I've been absolutely obsessed with this palette, and I want to use it like every day this month. It's so freaking stunning. I just wish, what I was saying is that I wish that there was more than like these two matte shades for every single day, because like this shade Morgan is way more orange than it actually is in the pan, and that's why I wish that there were like at least one matte brown in this shade. I feel like it's not a standalone palette like the gold palette is. That's like my only pet peeve about it, but I've created so many beautiful looks with it that I'm not unhappy with it. I'm just saying I wish that there was more like neutral shades in it if I want to go with like more of like these shades on the lid and do like more of like a brown crease for like a natural everyday look. Like I don't want my crease to be orange all the time, you know? Alright, so now I just have to throw on some liner. I'm not going to do anything on the lower lash line just because I don't feel like it. And just these colors are like way too dark for me to use anything on the lower lash line today. I am going to go in with, yeah, let me grab my mascara and stuff. Just give me a sec. Okay, for my mascara and eyeliner, I'm just going to go in with the Risque Nude Liner from MAC on my waterline. Just going to go in with that. So, what do you guys think about Gaga House Laboratories? Like, I really would like to know if any of you are thinking about picking up anything from that collection. I really am curious. I love this liner. It's so nice. I'm so friggin' tired. And then for mascara, I've been so happy about this mascara that I've been able to try this out. My mom got this as a sample from Bloomingdale's. This is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I've been wearing this every day since I've gotten it. I really have been loving it, so I'm going to use it today. Makes my lashes so long. It's so nice. I don't know if I need the full size of this. I really don't, because I don't want to spend this much on a mascara, but I used to be the girl that would buy, like, the Dior Show mascara, the Giorgio Armani Ice to Kill mascara. I was thinking about picking this up, like, during the November VIB sale. But there's also a Nordstrom sale going on. Do they sell Hourglass? Pretty sure they do. They have, like, a mascara madness going on, usually. Like, if you buy 2 mascaras, you get one free. But you still gotta spend $60 just to get the third one for free, you know? Like, it's so nice. Makes my lashes so long. Freaking love it. But I've heard really good things about this mascara, so. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to take the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I got, like, really tired, though, as I was eating. I, like, need sleep at some point. It's just because on Thursday, I went out with my best friend, and I haven't seen her since her birthday, and she had come to the island. I forgot that this is what I wanted to talk about. Finally. She was supposed to spend the whole day with me, but her boyfriend wanted to go and look at a car that he wanted to buy on the island. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't just look at a car in Connecticut, because that's where they live. I don't know why, like, everything that they have to do that involves, like, business and stuff has to be on the island. But that was already a reason. But she was going to see me. She wasn't going to do things with Jeremy. She was going to do things with me. And she was supposed to show up here at 1:30. She didn't get to my house until 5:30. So for my bronzer, I'm going to use the Milani Dolce bronzer, my favorite. But yeah, I was pretty pissed. We were supposed to film a video together. We wanted to film a Get Ready With Me. And she was supposed to be here for a couple of hours, and then we were supposed to go to happy hour and stuff. But in the end, it kind of worked out because no one else was able to meet us until like 9 o'clock. And we went to go get dinner at like 5:30. Because, like, obviously we were hungry and we wanted to eat something, so. My friend was supposed to meet us for a drink and then she didn't come. So I just, took Liz to go eat, and then we went to the village so we could go to do trivia and karaoke because we've been wanting to do trivia for forever. But my friend that was supposed to go with us, she's been wanting us to go do trivia with her like forever. Like, she's the one that told me about it and wanted to go, but for some reason, like, she told me that weren't gonna have enough people to go. And I'm like, okay, are you still going to come out and have a drink with us? And she said yes, but then she never came and met us. So I was like, okay, so I guess we're just going to eat and do our own thing as usual. So for my blush, I'm just going to go in with the shade I Need Space from ColourPop. I know I used this, I think, the last Makeup and Chill Fridays that I did. I think I'm going to make this a Makeup and Chill Fridays. I'm not really sure. I don't even have time really to film a makeup film on Fridays now. The past 2 videos that I have like as a Makeup and Chill Fridays, I've been filming on Saturdays, so I'm not really sure. But this is so pigmented, so I have to be careful with it sometimes. I really haven't been using like any other blushes since I've gotten these. I've used these like almost every day. But they are hella pigmented. Oh my god, that is a lot. Jesus, Caitlin, you just like barely even blended that. I was about to say blent that. Can you speak today or no? Wow, that looks freaking horrible. I don't know what just happened. Okay, that's better. I don't know why it's blending so horribly. I feel like my hands like don't work sometimes to blend. Does anybody else feel that way? Like, especially with blush, it's like I spend all the time blending my eyeshadow that it's like sometimes my blush like does not work out in my favor. Because sometimes it just ends up being like, I don't even know. It looks really bad today. It looks like super light on this side and super heavy on this side. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm going to try and blend it out more on this side. I don't know. It looks like splotchy. Whatever. And then for highlights, I'm not really sure what highlight I wanted to use. I didn't pull it yet. So let me go grab it. And then for highlight, I'm just going to take the Cheek Later Benefit palette. They're now releasing these in singles already. They released the dang palette. I got the dang palette. And now they're releasing them in singles. So they're releasing the cookie highlighter in singles. Like, it made sense for me to get this little palette because I had never tried Gold Rush or Hoola. But honestly, the only reason why I grabbed for this palette is for this cookie highlighter. Because it's amazing. Like, literally amazing. So freaking stunning. But I haven't used it in a hot minute. So I'm like, why not just use it? I know I've used it a couple of times on camera, but it is just so freaking beautiful. I love it. So I use it whenever I can actually use it. It's just so pretty. But yeah, it really sucked that she was here like so late. And then yesterday I just worked, and today I'm just seeing my boyfriend. He was actually supposed to go away on this trip this weekend with his friends, but I would have been really bummed if he went and I wasn't able to see him today, so yeah. So I'm still seeing him today. And then I'm just going to set my face again with the Flower Beauty spray. And then I'm just going to brush through my brows. I really have to replace my brow gel, but I still like put it, I don't know. I just find that my brows like don't really need like that much setting. I feel like I have good brows. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've always had like really full brows and they don't really like go anywhere, so it's like not really necessary for me to put brow gel on, but I still do it anyway. But I like never fill them in because I feel like I just don't really have to. Oh, this highlight is so stunning. I still don't know about this blush right now though. But yeah, other than that, I still feel like I'm recovering from Thursday. We didn't get home until almost 2, and then she had to drive back to Connecticut after that. All right, and then for my lips, I'm just going to go in with a MAC lippy. I'm going to go in with Cream Cup by MAC. Just an easy old school lippy. Just because I want to. And I still wanted to wear something pinky today. I was thinking about either this or like a ColourPop lippy stick, but I still gotta use my MAC lippies too. I think that's good. I love the cream sheen lipsticks from MAC. They're so fucking pretty. If you don't try a MAC lipstick, what are you doing? MAC lipsticks are amazing. They still have like the best formula. I feel like this is a little bit too pink for this look today though, but I kind of like it. Kind of want like the frosty pink today. I don't know. Do I like it? I think it's too frosty. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. I don't care. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the look. Let me just put my jewelry on and then I'll show you guys the final look. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the finished look. Here are the eyes. And I went with Laurel instead of the shade Awakening. It's this shade right here. Just show it to you really quick. Sorry, I forgot to show you. It's this one right there. The cheeks and the lips. I'm probably not going to do a dedicated review to this palette, but now since I've finally tested out every single shade, including today, since I finally tested out the last shade that I needed to on my lid, I love this palette so much. It's amazing. This is definitely like, her eyeshadows are talked about for a reason. They are a bomb-ass formula. She's pretty controversial though, and I'm not like the hugest fan of her, but her eyeshadows are amazing. Like, this is how her eyeshadows should be priced, is $65, not freaking $128. It's fucking ridiculous, or $130, whatever. That is absurd, honestly. I think it's ridiculous. The fact that this one is such an affordable one compared to the other ones, I feel like if you've been interested in getting the Sunset palette, if you think that those shades appeal to you a little bit more, maybe just get the mini Sunset palette. I just think it's such a commitment to spend that much money on a palette. I feel like if you kind of like similar shades to that, you should get this one. And I feel like that's why this one has so many amazing reviews compared to her other palettes, because not everyone had accessibility and the funds to try them as much as they would want to purchase this one. Yes, this is still $70, but you get 15 shades, and the pan sizes are big enough that you get a ton of product, and I would never hit pan on any of these, that it is so worth it to me. Just the shimmer shades are amazing. The mattes are amazing. I literally am impressed with every single shade. None of them like muddy together. They all blend beautifully. They're all super soft. So I've been loving it. I give this palette, just because there's not like more neutral options, I would give this palette a 9 out of 10. Just because of that. But other than that, I can create gorgeous looks with this. I just wish that for the shades that are over here, I wish that there was like a matte brown in here at least. But I probably can just work with like these shades on the bottom to create like a lighter look. I just feel like for the lighter looks, I always go in with like shades like this. And I just feel like this shade is like a little bit too orange to wear for like more natural looks sometimes. I feel like I can't get as much of a natural look out of this palette as I thought I would. So I'm probably not going to be able to use it more for that. I need to use it more like when I go to work and stuff like that. But yeah, literally love this palette. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Bye.